Good morning. Green light. We're rolling. Oh, forgot the trash can. Be right back. Trash pickup day, 50 seconds, not too shabby. All right, let's go. It's Thursday, we're back in the class. It's cold outside, but I got a sweet warm jacket on, feeling like $1,000,000, you know? It's good to have neighbors because Thursdays when your trash gets taken, and sometimes you just forget, but then when you're pulling out and you see all your neighbors have their trash cans out, you're like, oh, I knew I needed to do something. As much as I love my kids, it was fantastic being out of the classroom yesterday. And next week I'm in the classroom for a day, which is wild. Doing the old flipperooski. You know, when you see somebody else doing something that they're not supposed to do, it makes you feel less bad about it. It's like this old guy in the neighborhood, and drives this old Ford Ranger, which is awesome. This old man driving this old car, pretty cool. And right in front of my neighborhood is one of those little, like, you know, like turn-in onlys, and you're not supposed to go through them and flip around, but it's just so convenient. And I was like, oh, I'm never gonna do that, until I started seeing old man in his Ranger doing it. I'm like, good for you, and good for me. I'm gonna start doing that too. So maybe that's what I just did. And when you're driving in your car, it takes a minute for your car to heat up, but it's kind of nice hopping on this road because you get up to speed and your engine starts warming up, and you see your temperature, little thermostat thing start shooting up. Then you know you can crank the heat, and it's actually going to crank heat and not just freeze you out. You know what I'm saying? The problems that we have today are fantastic, and I think about the problems that we have today as compared to the problems that my great-great-grandfathers had, and that my complaints of my AC stopped working. It didn't, but let's just say that. Like, they're like, dude, you are in a car in normal clothes, out of the weather, just sitting and pushing a pedal. Like, get over it. You know what I mean? Whoa, what are we doing here, little Mitsubishi? Oh. Little car trying to figure it all out. That was interesting. Still love you. Happy Thursday. Smile at him. But, it is so true. If you go back 100 years, 200 years, and just think about the actual problems that those are my family. It's weird though how you go back a few generations and you're just kind of like, don't care, you know, like, sad to say, 4 or 5 generations on, they're gonna be like, who is this this Kyle guy, what was he doing? Why did he put these dumb videos on YouTube? What's this guy's problem? You know what I mean? But, yeah, anyway, I wonder what the problems of the future are going to be. My robot put ketchup on my eggs, and I said to put hot sauce, you know, probably something like that. But it is true that the hardest thing that I've gone through, and the hardest thing that the hardest person gone through, can feel the same. It's still the hardest thing I've had to do. And if it's the hardest thing I've had to do, and you've had to do a million hard things, the hardest thing I've had to do and the hardest thing you've had to go through is probably the hardest thing that you've ever had to go through. But it feels the same, even though maybe the hardest thing I've gone through is not nearly the things that you're going through. And I think that's the case with the generations of old. But I'm here to talk to you about something I have to do today. And I've got to go get a sleep study done. So, a few weeks ago, went on a little guys trip and slept in a room full of guys. And the guys were like, bro, you need to go get checked out. You snore too loud. You stop breathing. They didn't really say that, but they were just like, dude, you need to go get it all figured out. And one of them said that after 40 years old, you should sleep like your life depends on it. And it really meant like, oh, okay, I guess you're right. Like, sleep really is the only thing that can kind of reset your body. You do it every day, and we don't do enough of it because we have these devices that keep us awake, or, you know, books or movies or whatever the heck it is, or stress, you know? And we don't do enough of sleep. But if I took away all the Wi-Fi and the internet and the televisions and the screens, dude, you guys would get so much sleep, and you'd be a better version of yourself. But you'd be bored out of your mind. You wouldn't know what to do. It'd be fantastic. So anyway, I'm gonna go get a sleep study done because I just want to make sure I'm sleeping right. Another little thing that I heard is some people sleep for rest, and some people sleep for, I forget what the two words were. Some, like, one of them was actually like getting the rest you need, and one of them was just like catching up, you know? It's like, just, yeah. And so, because I can, I should. Once you know better, you're expected to do better. If I know that I'm not sleeping well, and again, I'm unconscious, right? I don't know how I sound, what I do, my breathing. I don't know any of that, but the responsibility is on me to get it all figured out. And so that is what's going to happen today. Have a little doctor's appointment. And my dad had to fall asleep there, and they hooked him up to all these things like, okay, go ahead and fall asleep, we'll monitor you. Yeah, good luck falling asleep being monitored by a bunch of doctors. Turns out he wasn't able to fall asleep, and like 1 o'clock he had to leave, which is funny. But nowadays, I guess there's a little contraption. I don't know, I'm making all this up because this was just what I've been told. This little contraption that you're able to stick on your nose to check out your breathing, and they're able to figure out how you're breathing. And it's crazy that monitoring your breath can tell them about the type of sleep you're getting. I don't know about you, I want to have the best sleep possible. I want rejuvenating sleep. I want to wake up and feel like $1,000,000. I want to feel like I got enough sleep. And CPAP machines freak the heck out of me. And And I don't think I need one. I hope I don't need one. But if I'm told I need one, then holy cow, I mean, I'm, probably gonna jump on that bandwagon. We'll see. I don't know. Figure it all out. But I'm 40. I gotta start thinking that my life depends on the sleep that I'm getting. Most of you aren't 40, so you're gonna keep doing what you're doing. But if you were to think of your body as a car, a lot of my kids are driving for the first time, getting cars. If you were to think of your body as a car, but you have to drive that car for the rest of your life, how well would you take care of that car? Probably pretty dang well if you knew that that car had to get you all the way to your grave. You'd take care of that car. Good thing is, you don't have to be in the same car forever, but we should take better care of ourselves. We should sleep better. And I'm sure our future selves will appreciate the sleep that we actually get. And let's get a lot of it. Let's get the best of it. Just so we can maximize our wake hours. I think it's pretty dang important to be and feel the best that you can. Because to do the opposite would be kind of funky, So, anyway, I'm going to get my mind right. Got to go in a classroom, yell at a bunch of kids, tell them I love them and miss them from yesterday, get them rolling. We got lots going on. Lots of good things going on. But just lots of moving parts, and that's a wonderful thing. Keeps you busy. Sleep study today. Training after school today. Hooking up, fixing garage door today. Anyway, it's Thursday. Make it a great day.